I want to make sure that this live stream is actually, as you may or may not know, as I can't speech, I don't know how much of this you guys are seeing. Problem many a time, and sometimes it glitches out when I first start talking too. So now that I can keep up with everything you guys are saying on my cellular device, welcome back to Let Kyle Do Things, you soaks and dudes. I literally just before titling this got done with trying to grab the Infinity Blade and playing some Close Encounters LTM. Shotguns galore. Go check it out. Go either watch the video or go check the go check it out to try and see if you think I could have done any better. Or go check it out in game and try for yourself if you wish. But today, here, we are going to be looking at my locker as my head blocks part of it, and I do apologize for that. But we will be going over everything that I have currently as of today. That could change by tomorrow, you never know. Sometimes I get gifts for V-Bucks because of PS4 cards and things like that. So, we're going to go in here, and we're going to go through all my skins. Now, you can see all my favorites. But, of course, we have the AIM skin. Calamity, which I kind of dig the purple myself. And AIM, honestly, I feel like they did so much more with AIM than, you know, the past ones. I still like the Enforcer. And I was okay with the Visitor, but I feel like they really upped it with AIM, and I'm really interested to see who and what Snowfall is. But Calamity, again, full Calamity. I do have full Carbine, don't let me fool you. I do, it's just, for some reason, for a while there, that one looked alright. And I normally go the pinkish purple. That's just what I like. And then I finally recently got full Dire. I was so excited to get full Dire. But I was ecstatic. I didn't think I was going to be able to get it, and then I found out on stream. Because I did have that one for the longest time. But I was very surprised. And I do have full Drift. Again, don't let me fool you. I do have full Drift. It's just, for some reason, I do like to keep it on the... I don't know, it's kind of the McFly kind of jacket going on like that is. Like Marty McFly from Back to the Future. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's got that vibe to it, and I liked it. Because it's got just a hoodie and a mask. I dig it. I still like the Enforcer, as simple as it is. I just don't understand those butt flaps, and that's what I call them. They look like mud flaps, but for butts, because when he runs, they wobble. And it's like, why was that a thing? Why why did you do this? Same thing with Carbine. Why did you put all this amazing armor, even deaths, on the face to give it like a Jason X kind of feel, but you left the butt completely exposed? I don't understand, Epic. I do not understand, Fortnite. Why do you do these things? But I still really like... Look at that tattoo detail. Like, I know it just looks like simple black and gray, but black and gray can be amazingly beautiful. And it's got kind of this graffiti tone to it that matches the jacket when there's no back bling. But just where they've gone with these skins and these outfits are amazing to me. That's going to look amazing. Red with even the second is going to look amazing. The blue looks alright. And the solid black looks really good with the purple just kind of shimmering in there. But enough about that. And I do have full Omega. Got our Omega going on. We got Ragnarok. I do have full Ragnarok. I don't know why I keep going in. But I'm not a fan of full Ragnarok. I'm really not. Like, I like that much of his armor because he's got the, like, blue beard and half hair going on. But see all that amazing blue beard underneath right there? I wish they would have had that on stage 4 still somehow. And maybe it been a little bit longer here. And the bone shoulder pad I wish would have been on this version. But we can't have everything, and I'm not complaining about it. But I do like the glowing tattoos on just the stage 1. And that's why I keep it out like that. Plus you can see that amazing scar over his eye. Zenith, we're getting there. We're stage 2 so far. I mean, there's how many different stages. I do have Blue Striker. Had to get, that was the second PS4 skin. DJ Yonder. Some, you know, a lot of these we don't ever see. This is not original Skull Trooper. I do have Skull Trooper before everyone blows their lids. Again, this was bought just this year. I'm not going to lie about it. And there's proof, because if I would have had it for a while, I would have had the purple glow. And there's one of my other favorites, Spooky Team Leader. You have to start wearing the spooky in with the Halloween here soon. We got Valor. Been a while since I've seen a Valor. Don't see Valor often at all. Never really see the Visitor at all. Brainiac. It was a cheap skin. I personally love it. It's zombie and Frankenstein-like. Again, it's kind of a new twist on Jonesy, but then we have Dark Bomber. Still love Dark Bomber. Elise, my wife, Dark and Bright Bomber are the two that I like to use a lot. I think we bought Bright Bomber first, not too long ago. But then when Dark Bomber came along, I had to have that. The Ace, I still love the skin. Anything that makes it look like Jason Voorhees, I'm going to probably more than likely love that skin. That's just, it's faceless. I don't know why, it's something about it. I like horror, I like comedy, I like a lot of different stuff. The Summit Striker, it's okay. Again, not my most favorite skin, but it's alright. It ain't bad. It's a lot more detailed than some. And again, for the price it was, like the Ace. Plus I needed the V-Bucks to get this season, so that's the whole reason I got it. The Wild Card, again, just amazing stuffs. I know it's like a different version of John Wick in a Jason mask, and I know I'm going to say that a lot. We've got Battlehawk, or Thor, with the kind of black-gray tribal going on there. Kind of flame. Got Dusk. Haven't seen Dusk in a while. Fable. Still see some Fables. We saw Fable not too long ago. Giddy-ups. Every now and again will see a Giddy-up. I think we've seen a couple here in the stream before. Huntress. I rarely see Huntress. Nightshade. Nightshade seemed to have died out since just this last season, and I've seen a big return with Redline. Again, I dig these full sleeve tattoos they do, whether it's simple or, you know, not. Just, they're really, really venturing out. Masked Fury. I like it because it's kind of, with the spikes and everything, it kind of reminded me of something more metal, especially in the spandex, kind of like 80s glam metal. And I know that's not what it's from at all. I know it's for, like, the luchador wrestlers, which is an amazing thing all its own. But I don't know, I do. I mean, I don't use it a lot, but it's nice. To me, it's nice in the collection, and I, every now and again, you know, I'll use it. Blue Team Leader, the original PlayStation skin that we had going on there. The Zoe. the ever changing bright pink Zoe, because we keep having problems with Zoe and they have to update. Sunstrider going on. Squad Leader. Don't see a lot of people use Squad Leader much at all. Very rare. Very rare. Unless you've got a friend that just loves the skin, which I've got one. DK who likes to use it. Sledgehammer. Again, I think Sledgehammer's modeled after every single first-person shooter known to mankind. Guarantee it. I normally call him Brohammer because he seems like such a bro, you know. And Rook, which Ace was, you know, obviously modeled after Rook. It's like this is what Rook does during the day. Is like, you know, Secretary of Defense. I think is the joke they're going with. Secret agent something. I'm not for sure. I've heard rumors, I've heard jokes. I just think it's a good skin. I mean, I didn't know why it was like, I think it was tier 87 at the time for Rook. I didn't quite understand it, but you know, once I had it, I thought it was really good. You know? But I have no new outfits. And I like how they separate the ones that have stages, the ones that are your favorites, and reactive outfits. I think that's pretty cool. Back blings. I have so many friggin' back blings. The one for the Enforcer. The Wolf Pack, which this samurai sword seems to go with anything. The Blue Shift, which came with the second version of the PlayStation 4 skin. Love it. So glad I got my Ghost Portal. Like, you don't even realize. Like, that's such an amazing add-on. The Goody Gourd, which just came with the Spooky Team Leader. I use it here and there. But I love the Perfect Present. You guys see me use it a lot. A lot of people have been using it. The Trail Tote's okay. As simple as it is, I think it's highly detailed, and I think that's something to recognize, especially with that like LED flat screen loadout right there in the center. The standard issue green backpack, I don't know, it's brought me a lot of luck in the past, and it looks kind of silly to some, but its simplicity I think is what makes it perfect. I still love the little like lunchbox going on for Dark Bomber. Uplink's okay. It's not one of my greatest favorites, but I use it a lot. Top Notch, I actually need to get that out of there. Yeah, because I really don't like Top Notch. I don't know how it ended up in there. I've always liked the Swag Bag, or the V-Buck Stash, as I've called it. The Rust Bucket, it was like the very first back bling I ever had. Rear Guard, sorry, I wanted to call it Vanguard. Thought it said Vanguard. Rear Guard. The Eliminate, or Elm, or Ilm, which of course is the counter that came with AIM. I don't think a lot of people use it. Frozen Shroud, I've seen some people still use this cape for other things. The Off-World Rig, which came with the Visitor. There we have our different versions of Bonesy, which I do have them all. We have Camo, which I'm surprised they didn't do different things like for Camo's Carrier, maybe. But I guess they figured since Camo changes colors, why give different color options? It makes sense. Have the Dusk Wings, the Fabled Cape. We've got the Goodie Bag going on. We've got the Little Kev. I did those challenges. Those were interesting challenges to do. I did get the birthday cake challenges when those came out. We've got the Waveform, which kind of looks silly on the half bareback of the Ragnarok going on there. Again, there's Top Notch. Scales, which I have all of the versions of Scales. Pool Party is just funny and goofy. What was this one? Night Cloak, because it goes with Nightshade. Yes, Kyle, that makes sense. I like the gold. I'm not going to lie. The gold's alright. Ramirez, which is, you know, the most recent one here. Hey there, Y. I'm just, right now, I'm just doing a stream on what my stuff is, exactly, in my locker. That's what I had a few requests for. And I forget how you got this back bling. I think it was a promo of some kind. I don't even remember how I got it, to be honest. But let's go into Pickaxe real quick. I believe this was the very first Pickaxe I ever bought. The very first one. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, guys. But yeah, I love like ocean stuff, and it kind of reminds me of BioShock in a big sense, and just the story behind BioShock was so fascinating. You know, it was really good narratives to sit there and just, again, just it's amazing to me. I don't know. Just, hey, let's throw an anchor and a pipe together and wrap it in chain, and that's your pickaxe. Just something about it. Permafrost, you all know that's one of my favorites. It still even looks good this season. No matter, it seems like what you put it with, it looks good. The Reckoning, I'm not going to lie, I don't use it much, but I like it. But Rift's Edge, we got the Scratch Mark, which I really do like. It's simple, but I've seen other ones like it in the item shop, but again, there's just more detail and, I don't know, more sharp edges to this one, I want to say. We got the Crowbar, which was part of the getaway stuff. We got the Forebearer, which I bought because, again, I'm kind of more of an axe guy than a sword guy when it comes to, if you want to say, medieval weapons. But I just thought it was really cool looking. The Lug Axe, which it's made out of the differential of a car and a four-way wrench. I think that's, again, even with the duct tape, very inventive. The Guiding Glow is okay. I think a lot of people's problem was it has this glowing lantern on it. I think they could have done something a little bit more with it than that, or have it more secured at the top, maybe. I don't know. Wait. Wasn't this called... Was this always called Gale Force? I thought this was called something else. Am I wrong? Have I been calling it something strange the whole time, or did they change the name on me? Someone who knows, please let me know if they changed the name. Yes, I'll show Zenith Mask here in a second, friend. Whatever I have. Balloon Axe going on. I never use this thing. I didn't like it when I first saw it. If you like it, again, kudos, but it's not my thing. It's just not. Onslaught. I don't remember that being the name of that either. But then again, I don't use this pickaxe a lot. The controller, which this is part of the PlayStation 4 promo. The third one, which had no skins, but it had extras. But it's kind of made up of different buttons and looks like part of the controllers. The you shouldn't have, which as you can see right there, if you freeze frame it, it says to Jess from Kyle. I had to get it as soon as I saw it. You shouldn't have. The Lollipopper, I actually use this from time to time. Maybe not even on camera, but I do use it from time to time. I don't know, it's fun to use. Especially with the Spooky Team Leader. There's Carbine's Pickaxe. I can't even... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I will fail it. Smash Up. I've never even really liked this one. I think I used it 2 days and got rid of it. And of course, the OG Pickaxe right there. And since you requested why, I will go in and show you real quick what that looks like between this and this, which is not that much of a difference, to be honest, between gloves and the fur around the neck. But eventually we'll get to where he's masked like that. I'm getting close to that, so. Alright. I love the Dark Engine, you all know it. It is hard to steer with. But again, I love it. I think it's fascinating. The fact that it's got like the cube power to it. The blue streak, as simple as it is, again, was part of one of the PlayStation promos. I love it. I love the tactical sleigh. It's got the explosives on it, and they're all wrapped up, ready to go. The cruiser's okay. It's different. It's got like the gold studs. I don't know. For some reason I like it. I really like the downshift just because of the red lines it leaves. Kind of leaves a trail. I got the Webrella. That was from this, let's see, the past season, Season 6 for Victory Royale. I've got the Season 4 Victory Royale. We got Sugar Crash, one along with like Zoe. A lot of Cuddle Team leaders I've seen use that. We've got Flappy, this creepy egg-eyed thing. We're gonna move on from that. Covered Crusader, which I don't think I see anyone use anymore. I like that it's a bunch of, it's a giant coffin on top of a bunch of gold bullets. But other than that, I don't see the big appeal anymore. It was because it was new. Wings of Valor, which I do like this glider. It's noisy, it's hard to see. But it really is, to me, it feels like you can aim a lot easier. Swarm is cool. I was happy to get it. It's just, again, I think that's just going to be one of those seasonal things that people are going to use and not all the time. Splashdown, I never see anyone use this. Again, inventive, but I don't like using it. I feel like I'm not steering properly. Intrepid, if I'm pronouncing that right. Again, it's kind of like the Wings of Valor. Get you where you're going. It's kind of noisy. It does leave kind of the blue streak line like the downshift does. The Conquest, or the Viking ship, I love it because it's inventive, but again, it's giant, huge, and it feels hard to steer. Crossfire looks like leather. I'm not that big into it. The Picnic, it's okay. It's funny. It's jokey. Other than that, Beach Umbrella from Season 5. That was the Victory Royale umbrella. The common OG glider. A lot of people mistake the OG glider for the Mako half the time, and it's like, no, no, no. Season 3 paper parasail umbrella. For the Chinese New Year, we have Snowfall for Season 7, which I need to throw up there. And the original umbrella, which I don't remember how I got this. I want to say it was another promo similar to that tactical backpack, because I don't remember getting a victory to get this, but I had to have done it sometime if it's there, right? But moving on. Artifact, that was also part of the one of the most latest PlayStation packages that came with the glider and the pickaxe and all that. It's the color of, for those PS4 players out there, of course, of your buttons. Bats, I still love the bats. Goes well with a lot of different things. Cash flow, again, it's a joke upon people wasting V-Bucks, and I think that's hilarious. Ice crystals, which go great even this season. I'm okay with the jack-o'-lanterns now. I thought they were really cool when I first saw them, but I think it's starting to wear off. The electricity, I've always liked that one for the longest time. The lanterns just get in the way. I think it's beautiful and pretty. Same thing with the hearts, but I feel like they get in the way. The glitch in the system I love, but it does mess with a lot of people's eyes, and I try not to use it on stream because of that. Because I know there's probably people out there that might have issues with either A, their sight, or B, I'm sure it does cause seizures maybe for someone. I'm not 100% for sure. I could be wrong. The lanterns are really cool. Fire at your fingertips. I actually need to throw that up there. The exhaust, I guess that was supposed to go with all the like post-apocalyptic type skins we had gotten. Virulent flames, love it. Love the green and purple going on. I don't think I'll ever not like that. Same thing with the stringed lights, as cheesy as it is. It's a simple premise that was able to be made. Snowflakes, I do like the snowflakes, but I like the ice crystals better. I thought we already did. Oh yeah, lightning switched because I switched one out. We have retro sci-fi. That also messes with people's eyes. The runic is okay. It's always looked more like ghost chains to me, but I guess that's just me. The shooting star, or Dragon Ball Z as I call it, saw that a lot for, I think it was Season 3, Season 4, can't quite remember. Spectral essence, it's alright. Not that big of a thing. Don't really see it much. I think it was cool when it was darker. I have never liked this one. Yeah, I cannot see past all the spray paint. And the teepee is just ridiculous. I think the teepee is straight up meant for people who want to troll on a constant. I've of course got the wraps, which I think vehicles look better in the snow camo now that I've played around with it. A lot of these look good in the candy apple looking green, but I also think that red is going to be outstanding when we see it, when I see it for me. But we're gonna get into all of this real quick. But I've got all different kinds of emotes, between breakdown, flamenco, fresh, rock out, one of my favorites right there. Make it rain, very first one I ever bought. We have the golf clap, most recently, of course, brought in. Your daily challenge is shotgun eliminations. You're gonna play close encounters. Hey there, Popcorn, what's going on, man? Got Groove Jam, Lamavelle, got the Roar, which looks ridiculous on any skin. It probably looks best on Dire because I did not buy the Howl. Because I figured if I had this, why buy the Howl? Because it works just as well. Just for you, Clad Popcorn, since you joined in. Since you just joined in, friend. Orange Justice going on. I swear this was put in to show people that you aren't talking to on my left to go to the bathroom. I've always liked Hype. I don't know why Hype isn't favorited. I don't know if that's if you say Hot Marat or Hot Merit, but it's something to do with the new Wreck-It Ralph movie that's out. Calculated, True Heart, Running Man, Slytherin, Swipe It, which Swipe It's always been alright. The You Are Awesome, the Bow, even though it's called Gentleman's Dab, it's a bow. hot stuff. What happened to your tongue? Is everyone seeing that? What am I witnessing? What is wrong with your tongue? I'm gonna put that away now. Respect, friends. Got the salute, and of course, we got Turk's dance from Scrubs, as we all know. I don't know how, I'm not even gonna go through all of them, because when I go over them, they're gonna be the same as you guys can see them. I will scroll all the way down and move my head a little bit so you guys can see what all those are real quick, but I'm not gonna throw every single one of those out. Same thing with the sprays. You guys know what those look like. You can see them for yourself on screen right now. I'm not going to bring every single one up and out like I did with the skins and with the emotes. But that kind of gives you guys a view of everything I have. And then of course we have all the different toys to mess with, which we're apparently getting an ice puck now for... We can apparently play hockey here soon enough. And we're getting a Der Burger throwable, so that'll be interesting. But, peeps, folks, and dudes, that has been my locker. I don't have much else to really show. I mean, yeah, I've got all these loading screens. I'm not going to go through every... Sorry, I'm not going to go through every single one of these. I mean, I think you guys know what most of the loading screens look like, to be honest. And I feel like I would bore you with that. I don't have much music because music is a new thing that just recently came out last season. So I've still got the festive going on currently. I've got icons out the wazoo. And these still, I don't know why they stay like this. I don't know why they stay like this. Because every time I click in here, it shows the exclamation point no matter what I do. Because I've even had some of these set as my icon. But that's just a few of them. I think that, yeah, those are all the original free ones there, so. But, guys, that's been my locker. That's what I have. That's what I have to show. I'm going to switch my skin back over real quick. And I hope you all enjoy your day. I hope I have not bored you. But until I see you again, peeps, folks, and dudes, again, I'm going to try and keep some of my streams a bit shorter. That way it doesn't seem like you have to be conflicted to, one, skip a bunch, and two, get to anything good in the middle. And I'll try and do that the same also on my regular vids. I'll try and keep them, you know, relatively shorter. You know, 15-20 minutes maybe max if they're pre-recorded, if I can help it. But, peeps, folks, and dudes, until next time, stay awesome, have an awesome day, and I'll say what I always do, and I'll tell you, bye! Till we meet again, folks, okay? See you later. Bye-bye.